So like, why don't you trust nobody?
Yeah.
These guys aren't just like the Sopranos.
Alright. Let's get it.
These are the real
Look,
Sopranos.
success brings confidence, and to lose it all is the opposite. And I thank God for my accomplishments. So if it's ever war with us, I'm the one who pull the strings like an orchestra. Deaf like a coroner, so many guns like it's 4 of us. Cause I just can't afford it. So many die before they ever pay a mortgage. And if it's meant to be, then you won't ever have to force it. Feel used like a misused orphan. I ran the block till I moved off it. In my new life, I need 2 offices. The trunk can fit 2 corpses. If I was you or you, I'd move cautious or get stepped on like used carpets. There's no credibility if you talk. Niggas that show they true colors like a crayon box. Same ones you came up with from the sandbox. I can have a J spin your block for a gram high. I do what I want, not what I can hide. I grew up on the east side with no love like a peace sign. Raised by the street side. Money, power, respect. Coke, weed, and meth. Every team gets stretched. Guaranteed extras, more or less. On the east side with no love like a peace sign. Raised by the street side. Money, power, respect. Coke, weed, and meth. Every team gets stretched. Guaranteed extras, more or less. Freedom behind bars. I'm never worried about living large, but you been fascinated with bitches and niggas with fancy cars. Well, alright, yeah. Welcome to my ceremony. Your soul is worth more than money. You hear me? Yeah, my life is like a horror movie. It is. My past had me thinking you was out to do me. It did. My team is full of bunch of felons, but I'd rather that than a team of niggas who all tell it. See me, I never brag or boast. But whenever I'm alone is when I feel it most. And if you active in my city, you know I'm really working. Running around the city with some animals like a fucking circus. And I've been putting on for the last year. And all these niggas new tapes sounded like last year. I'm steady thumbing through the paper like a cashier. And for the years, all fly shit like cash. On the east side with no love like a peace sign. Raised by the street side. Money, power, respect. Coke, weed, and meth. Every team gets stretched. Guaranteed extras, more or less. On the east side with no love like a peace sign. Raised by the street side. Money, power, respect. Coke, weed, and meth. Every team gets stretched. Guaranteed extras, more or less.
Trust nobody.
Trust nobody but the process. Believe in only what you see.